the listing appointment process. So regardless of if you're going on the appointment or if you have a listing partner going on the appointments, you need some sort of process, a systematic way, especially if you're going on them and you're ultimately aiming to get out of it. You want and this is if you're going on one listing appointment a week or you're going on 10 listing appointments a week. You still don't think that you shouldn't systemize the process of listings just because you're not going on, 550 listing appointments like we are. You should absolutely systemize this process because as you scale, it's going to be easier for you to get good listings, secure them at the right price and all that. And then it's going to be easier for you to step out of this process as well. All right, so it's absolutely necessary to establish authority before you go out to the appointment. So in a perfect world, you would have someone else do the pre-appointment interview. So in the drive, there's the seller info sheet, and there's also a seller phone consultation. There's a couple different forms you can use to take information prior to going in the home. You want to position the person that's going to be meeting with the sellers, whether it's in office or in their home. You want to position that person as the ultimate authority, the person that doesn't necessarily have time to do all the things that are involved in real estate, like the highest paid surgeon that you know. The highest paid surgeon that you know, you're not going to have a chance of meeting with them, until you call the office, you set up. You probably have to go to a primary care provider first. You have to go meet that person, then they have to refer you to this person. So they do business the way that they want to do business. By the time you get to that skilled person, you're listening to everything they say. So you want to position yourself as a person of authority before you come into the appointment. Don't forget to use a listing appointment tracker to make sure that the things you want to have happen and a pre-appointment listing action plan in Top Producer to make sure what you want to have happen before the appointment and after the appointment happens. I can't emphasize that enough. Make sure you log that appointment somewhere somehow. You definitely want to pre-sell them on your services with a pre-listing material. And we also send brownies from send out cards. We've sent as many as 5 or 6 individual things in the pre-list packet. These are all in Drive. The max payoff guide, the 151 steps, the resume, that tear sheet, individual flyers from our endorsements, the pricing guide, and a cover letter. We're going to trim that back a little bit, and we're going to hold some things to send out if we don't get the listing on the first appointment. So we want to do a pre-list packet. We want to send brownie. As soon as that appointment is booked, we send the brownies. We word the card vaguely, so it just says thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. If they get it before we meet, they're happy. If they get it right after we meet, if we do sign, they're still happy, right? Because we just appreciate their business. And if we leave that first appointment without the signed listing, they're still happy because they got brownies and we've made an impression. We also write thank you cards if we don't get the listing, or if we do get the listing after the appointment. Our admins set those up for, actually, I think they're just sending them out, honestly. I think they don't even let our listing partners forget to do that. First thing, when you get to the home, you want to have some systematic way that you do it all the time. The same thing you go in and say, a certain way of building rapport. You want to focus on becoming their friend. We still get, and it drives me crazy, we still get out-friended by agents that sell freaking 9 or 10 homes a year, claim to be the neighborhood expert because they sold 2 homes in the neighborhood, and they go in and they become their friend. And so you want to focus on building rapport and becoming their friend. How to Win Friends and Influence People, good book. Next thing, you want to sit down at the kitchen table or dining room table, not in the living room. You want to demonstrate your expertise by just getting them a little bit dizzy on market stats. We use Claris market metrics. I know it's not available in every market. We do the absorption analysis, which is part of the equity eval. And then you could do local MLS stats, or you can pull out some slides from KCM. We actually don't go through the equity eval there, but that's just part of how we'll show them what a sample equity eval looks like before we go into the marketing presentation. Then you want to go through some kind of listing marketing presentation. Danny can recreate the one that we have for you. It works pretty well. I like having a click the button type presentation because it keeps you on point. And when you're looking to get out of listings, it makes it easy to train someone on that. I've used other systems, 2 other coaching companies that had sort of placemat systems where it was just a placemat. Those worked okay when I was doing the listings, but they didn't work well when other people did them in my place. So I like having even if it's long, you can speed through the parts that you can go quickly through. I can give our 62-page listing presentation in 15 minutes or 30 minutes, or more if they ask questions. Then you transition, ask the question, assuming we can agree on a price and a pricing strategy and a commission structure, are you comfortable with us handling the sale of your property? Yes. Great. Let's get into the paperwork. Have your listing packets ready to go and ask for referrals all the time.